Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being a viewer. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. I appreciate you. If you're not a subscriber to our channel yet, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Please enable notifications. Please also ignite that like button. The name of our channel is Ignition Time. In this video, I'm going to give you the latest status of the ongoing negotiations between House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and US Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin. On your screen, you'll see a tweet from Drew Hamill, who's a spokesperson for Speaker Pelosi. And Drew writes, the Speaker and Secretary Mnuchin spoke at 3:30 p.m. today for an hour and 22 minutes. Gosh, the Secretary stated that he would accept Democrats' language for a national strategic testing plan with minor edits, and that language would be shared tomorrow. The Speaker looks forward to reviewing. This means that the agreement is possible. I was the first one on YouTube to do a video on could there be a deal, could there be an agreement, but no signed law, no signed bill that becomes law. And it looks increasingly like that is likely, because if you look at my previous video about the Senate potentially torpedoing the actual agreement that the two sides come to, this is inconceivable that the White House, led by a Republican president, could come to an agreement with Democrats, with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. But it's possible that this may not go forward in the Senate. This is the only channel where you're getting this kind of cutting edge news and breaking news. If you want to appreciate our efforts, please click the like button, please subscribe, please enable notifications. Also, please comment below and let me know what you think. So Drew continued, he said, the Speaker reminded the Secretary that the President had recently and repeatedly urged an agreement and indicated his willingness to go big or go home. So you have the Democrats using the words of the President to get into a stronger negotiating position with his negotiator. If this doesn't make you laugh, I don't know what makes you laugh. I mean, like I said, I'm laughing not because I'm minimizing this. You've seen my hard work on this channel. You've seen my body of work. I'm laughing because you don't want to see me cry on camera. Okay, so the Speaker also raised Leader McConnell's comments today about not being willing to put a comprehensive package on the Senate floor. So now you have the Democrats using the Republican Senate majority leaders' position to negotiate against the administration. Okay, if you look at what's happening closely, you'll realize that the inconsistent positions of the administration and the Senate, which are fundamentally inconsistent, are being used by the Democrats to negotiate against US Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin. The Secretary insisted that the President would weigh in with Leader McConnell should an agreement be reached. So it seems like the White House is saying, hold on, let's work something out, and then we'll get Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell on our side. But guess what? So far, if you've been watching my videos, the trends are that Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is in a different world, in a different planet, and President Trump is in a different planet. They are on different planets. I think they're in the same galaxy, but I do believe that they are on different planets at the current time. If you believe that they're on the same planet, just let me know. But I don't think it would be unfair to say that they are both potentially on different galaxies. I'm going to stay focused. Drew Hamill said that the staff will be exchanging language on several areas, which the Speaker and the committees of jurisdiction will review. So there you have it. And here's a tweet on your screen from Jeff Stein. And Jeff wrote, Mnuchin tells Pelosi they'll agree to the Democrats' national testing plan per Pelosi's spokesperson, but details and language are to be determined. As you can expect, the President of the United States did weigh in. Here's a tweet on your screen from President Trump where the President says, Pelosi is holding up stimulus, not the Republicans. Now, on your screen, you'll also see an article from the Washington Post, which reads, Pelosi walks tightrope in stimulus talks and pressures of election and the economy. House Speaker may want a deal, but for Trump, the political imperatives are greater. Now, I will provide you with the link in the description section below to this article, but here are the key comments and here are the things that really jumped out at me from this particular article. Speaker Pelosi is essentially battling for their position, for the Democrats' position, but she has pressed her case in private calls, referring to a recent White House offer as, I quote, a slush fund that the president could use to his own political advantage, according to two Democrats who were on the call with her. And here's what Speaker Pelosi said when she was asked, hey, why are we waiting? She said that she was continuing to insist that she was working hard on reaching an agreement, but would not settle for a bad deal. Speaker Pelosi said, I'm not putting anything off until January. She said, the last thing I want is to have Joe Biden come in, and these are the words of the House Speaker, so this is important. The last thing I want is to have Joe Biden come in and we have to sweep this elephant in January. We have to be ready for what comes next, and we will be. Quite incredible. Now, this was a comment from Representative Josh Gottheimer from New Jersey. When families and businesses are hurting and it looks like we have to wait until February for action, we simply can't dismiss any help out of hand. And again, there has been pressure from Speaker Pelosi to get something done. All of you are aware of the rather contentious CNN interview with Speaker Pelosi, and something needs to happen. Here's a comment from Representative Tom Malinowski from New Jersey. I would like to see a deal done now, and what's important to me is not the dollar amount, but knowing that the central features like state and local government relief are funded for at least several months, because the need is immediate and the need is great. He also continued, my fear is that if Trump loses the election, we're done until February, because he's not going to be in any mood to help or cooperate with anybody. And Representative Ro Khanna, who's a congressman from California, said, if we take the view that we really want to make a deal, we can make a deal. My point is, let's make sure we don't go empty-handed. And, again, as you can see, there's a lot of pressure on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. And House Speaker Pelosi, on a private call with some of her members in the past 48 hours, assured her colleagues that she's serious on making a deal with the White House. She said, why would we even talk to each other if we didn't want a bill? So those are comments from House Speaker Pelosi. And she said, we cannot have a deal that goes backwards. So as you can see, the Speaker is staying firm with her position. Now, I do want to be clear. Speaker Pelosi has said privately and publicly that if an agreement was not up to par, a subpar agreement would allow the president to put his name on stimulus payments without producing policy outcomes and funding to meet the demands of the moment. So this is one thing that Speaker Pelosi is indeed concerned about. And according to this article, if Pelosi waits, she could instead be negotiating with a Biden administration that would be more likely to put back the kind of massive relief the Speaker has been pushing for since the month of May. She has told her colleagues that this week that any deal struck down the road would be retroactive, an attempt to make up for any suffering that millions of individuals are feeling while these negotiations, these painful negotiations, are continuing. And according to this article, waiting is risky. President Trump is more desperate than ever because of his low approval ratings and position trailing Biden behind the polls. Should he win re-election, however, he may not be such a willing partner. And if he loses, he may not be a willing partner either. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you learned something new from this video, please consider clicking the like button. Please share this video with friends and family members. Again, please comment below and let me know what you think. Again, if you learned something new, also please subscribe and enable notifications so that you can get instant updates from our channel going forward. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. Check out my video. You'll learn a little bit about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. If you want to get on our SMS list, get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000, that's 70000. You'll get added to our SMS alerts list. You can also, if you want, get added to our email list. Go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's how you can get on our email list. Keep in mind, you can opt out of the email list or the SMS list at any point in time that you want. No worries about that. Also, follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. We release exclusive content specifically for our Instagram followers. You can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. Get real-time breaking news alerts from us on Twitter. So I think our Twitter followers are growing very rapidly, and I think you'll enjoy being a part of our community on Twitter. Now, keep in mind that sometimes YouTube does not send out notifications on time. So simply bookmark youtube.com/ignition_time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. This way you can visit the homepage of our channel and watch our videos at any point in time that you want. No worries, it'll be at your convenience. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Your vote of confidence in me, in the entire team at Referral Ignition, is you simply clicking that like button, you igniting that subscribe button. Remember, the name of our channel is Ignition Time. And also, please enable notifications so you get instant updates going forward. As always, please comment below. Our community is growing very rapidly and you are welcome to join our community. I think our community is amazing. It's incredible. It's respectful. And you'll see that from the comment section below. Also, please share this video with friends and family if you learned something new. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.